Those who are not here in the last meeting informed us that they were in a kind of bondage and their liberty was linked to their turning to Jesus. Today, we see that there are so many people in different kinds of bondages which they cannot help themselves. But if a man or a woman or a child shall turn to Jesus, then their liberty and freedom will be enacted. The Spirit of the Lord sets a man's soul free from bondage. That's why it says in 2 Corinthians 3 verse 17, reading Amplified. It says, now is the Spirit. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. There's emancipation from bondage and there is freedom. What is freedom? Freedom has the same meaning as liberty. Liberty is personal freedom from servitude or confinement or oppression. When we talk about freedom, we are saying the condition of being free, the power to act and speak and think without externally imposed restraints. So the power of the Jehovah has set us free. From our understanding, say, if the Son shall set you free, you shall be free indeed. So the Lord is that Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. It means that the Spirit of the Lord has set us free. What has He set us free from? It says freedom from serving the devils and dumb idols, but to the living God. Freedom from worries, freedom from pains, freedom from death, freedom from untimely death, freedom from bad, sinful, destructive habits or bondages, freedom from bondage of corruption, freedom from oppression of the body, soul, and spirit, freedom from mental depression, freedom from demonic manipulation and afflictions, freedom from curses, freedom from forced labor and servitude, walking like an elephant and eating like an ant, working and having nothing to show for all the labor. Conceiving and bringing forth heir. Freedom from restriction or demonic control. Liberty also means freedom from unjust or undue governmental control. God has translated us from the kingdom of darkness to the marvelous light of His Son Jesus. God has legally set you free from the government of Satan so that you can freely serve Him in His kingdom. You remember the story in Exodus. God set the children of Israel free from the government of Egypt, from the bondage of slavery and servitude and forced labor. They were giving birth to children, and those children were being forced into slavery. They were being forced into labor without them knowing that they were born into that. So, freedom, God has set the children of Israel free from the government of slavery, from those servitude. After freedom, they enjoyed unrestricted movement because God gave them the whole land before them. They were not restricted. Pharaoh restricted them. Egypt restricted them. The kingdom or the government of Egypt restricted them and confined them to a certain location. The third one is that a right or community immunity to engage in certain actions without control or interference. That's another definition of freedom. It is a right or immunity to engage in certain actions without